People like to believe that old tricks die with time. That as technology advances, deception becomes harder. That modern society learns from past mistakes. But some illusions never disappear. They simply change clothing. They learn new language. They move to new platforms. And in 2026, pyramid schemes are not only alive, they are thriving in forms so polished that even careful minds walk in willingly. A pyramid scheme isn't just a scam. It's a social machine. A story that spreads faster than truth. A system that turns ordinary people into recruiters, friends into salespeople, and trust into currency. It doesn't force participation. It invites it. And the invitation always feels friendly. In the past, pyramid schemes lived in hotel conference rooms, printed brochures, and whispered business opportunities. Today, they live in Telegram groups, influencer live streams, private Zoom calls, glossy websites, and mobile apps with real-time dashboards. The technology changed. Human psychology did not. The modern pyramid scheme doesn't say, "Give me your money." It says, "Build your team." It doesn't say, "You will lose." It says, "Financial freedom." It doesn't say, "This is illegal." It says, "Community." And once community enters the picture, logic begins to soften. People join because a friend invited them, a cousin, a coworker, a person they trust, someone who seems excited, hopeful, convinced. The message is always warm. "I found something big. This changed my life. I want you to win with me." It doesn't feel like business. It feels like belonging. The first step is small. A starter package. A registration fee. A membership level. Just enough to feel involved, not enough to feel risky. The system gives them a login, a dashboard, a rank, a position. Suddenly they are not an outsider. They are inside. The dashboard shows progress, a tree, a network, empty slots waiting to be filled, potential earnings displayed in bright colors. Not money yet. Potential. And potential is one of the most powerful drugs in the human brain. They're told the system is simple. Invite others. Help them join. Earn from their participation. Build a team. Build a future. And the first time a small commission appears, something changes. A switch flips. This works. Small earnings are not payment. They are proof. Proof that the story is real. Proof that belief was right. Proof that telling others is justified. And from that moment, the victim becomes the messenger. This is the secret engine of pyramid schemes. The system doesn't recruit. The participants recruit. The system doesn't convince. The participants convince. The scheme spreads through trust, not advertisements. And trust is always stronger than warning. Friends become leads. Family becomes prospects. Every conversation becomes an opportunity. Every relationship becomes a potential transaction. And slowly, without noticing, people stop seeing loved ones as people. They see them as nodes in a network. At first, it feels exciting. A new sense of purpose. A new mission. A feeling of being early in something big. And if someone hesitates, the response is always gentle. Don't overthink. Winners take action. The ones who doubt always miss out. Doubt is reframed as weakness. Skepticism becomes negativity. Questions become betrayal. And once doubt is painted as emotional failure, people silence their own critical thinking to protect their new identity. Some participants earn small money early, mostly from direct recruits. These early commissions feel powerful. They confirm the dream. They justify the effort. They become stories told to new recruits. "I made this in my first week. I'm already on my way." But behind the excitement, the mathematics never changes. For one person to earn, many below must pay. And the base of the pyramid must always grow. exponentially, endlessly, which is impossible in a finite world. Eventually, the market saturates. Friends have joined or refused. Families are exhausted. Communities have been approached. New recruits slow down. And when recruitment slows, the system begins to starve. At this stage, the tone changes. Leaders encourage buying higher packages. Upgrade your position, unlock the next level, invest in yourself. People already committed feel pressure. They've told others this works. They've defended it. They've built an identity around it. Walking away now feels like admitting failure. So they invest more. They go deeper. They cling tighter. Not because it's rational, but because the alternative is emotional collapse. Then one day, payouts slow. Withdrawals delay. Support answers less. Meetings become tense. Leaders disappear. Groups fall silent. Dashboards stop updating. And the system quietly dies. When the pyramid collapses, money is gone. But so are friendships. Family bonds doubt trust. Relationships that took years to build are damaged in months. And the victims carry not just financial loss, but emotional guilt for having invited others into the same trap. This is the hidden cruelty of pyramid schemes. They don't just take money. They weaponize relationships. They turn love into leverage. They transform hope into recruitment. They use community as camouflage. In 2026, pyramid schemes rarely call themselves pyramid schemes. They hide behind modern labels. Affiliate networks. Matrix systems. Referral rewards. Blockchain communities. Token ecosystems. Decentralized finance opportunities. New names for the same old geometry. Some use cryptocurrencies. Some use digital tokens. Some use online education packages. Some use trading bots. Some use wellness products. Some use beauty brands. The product changes. The structure remains. A modern pyramid scheme may even have a real product. Something physical or digital. But the product is never the true focus. The real business is recruitment. The real profit is entry fees. The real growth is the network. The product is decoration. This makes them harder to detect. Because victims point to the product and say, see. It's real, but a product does not make a structure honest. Only sustainable revenue without endless recruitment does. Social media has made pyramid schemes more powerful than ever. Instagram stories showing luxury lifestyles. TikTok videos claiming freedom. Facebook groups filled with motivational quotes. Zoom calls filled with cheering crowds. All designed to trigger emotion before reason. Influencers are recruited early. Given bonuses. Given status. Given visibility. They spread the message to thousands. And when the collapse comes, they move on. New account. New brand. New scheme. Same script. Some victims stay loyal even after collapse. They call it a temporary setback. They wait for a relaunch. They defend leaders who vanished. This is not stupidity. It's psychological attachment. When belief is deep enough, evidence cannot reach it. Why do pyramid schemes still work in 2026? Because they exploit timeless human desires. The desire to belong. The desire to succeed. The desire to escape struggle. The desire to be part of something bigger. And these desires do not disappear with technology. The schemes also exploit economic reality. Rising living costs. Stagnant wages. Fear of being left behind. When the future feels uncertain, certainty sellers appear. And they always speak the language people want to hear. Technology did not kill deception. It gave deception better tools. Professional websites. Secure payment gateways. iChat support. Automated onboarding. Digital dashboards. All of it makes the scheme feel like a modern startup, not a fraud. And regulation always lags innovation. By the time authorities shut one scheme down, 5 new ones appear under different names, in different countries, with different servers, beyond easy jurisdiction. Victims often ask later, "How did I not see it?" The answer is painful but simple. Because you didn't see a scam. You saw a friend. You saw hope. You saw a chance. And those are the hardest things to doubt. The saddest part is that pyramid schemes promise empowerment. But they produce dependence. They promise freedom. But they create pressure. They promise wealth. But they extract it. They promise community. But they leave isolation in the end. So how does someone recognize a pyramid scheme in 2026? If earning depends more on recruiting than selling real value, it is a pyramid. If income claims are shown before product quality, it is a pyramid. If questioning the system is discouraged, it is a pyramid. If urgency replaces transparency, it is a pyramid. If emotional pressure replaces logic, it is a pyramid. Real businesses can survive without recruitment. Real businesses can survive skepticism. Real businesses grow by customer satisfaction, not member duplication. Real businesses do not collapse when recruitment slows. One simple truth remains. If the system requires endless new people to pay old people, it is not a business. It is a countdown. Pyramid schemes still exist in 2026 because they understand something fundamental. Humans do not join scams. They join dreams. And when dreams are sold with confidence, most people do not ask for proof. They ask how to join. But awareness changes everything. Once you recognize the pattern, the illusion breaks. Once you see the geometry behind the promise, the charm fades. Once you understand that sustainable wealth is slow, boring, and fast exciting promises lose their power. This has been Scam Decoder. Stay awake. Stay gentle with yourself. Stay patient with your path. Because real wealth grows quietly, and anything that grows too fast in the dark is usually feeding on someone else's hope. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe for more.